a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I couple the car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking, right? I ain't never coming back away to stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that. But an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. To the money low, I'ma grab from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like 10 for. That's gon' make you fuck like a limbo. She said she not a, she ain't.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Break. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What? Check 48. Hey, echo. Check 48. The mic. Stay with your man. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
22!
Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
40 got! 40 got! 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. No.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he cuts it right sideline. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
this has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
59!
On 1st down, Stafford here.
Out of bounds!
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Shit.
But now the Giants will stop play as they take a
Taking the
timeout
fucking ball
defensively.
gone.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Shit. Hold his ass sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Single receiver. Hey, you're running out over there. Single receiver. Check 9, check 9. It's a party now. It's a party now. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip. 50. Check 13.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Open space inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Saquon Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Matchbox light. Omaha, ready move.
Stafford on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Second and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. That's complete to Slayton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Tyler, 64, weak. Hey, dude. I'm going back to you. Check 48 the mic. Check 48 the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. Hit it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on second down. Stafford, open man is KYLIE, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Hey, box drop.
On first down, it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Stafford now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. From the red zone now, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Stafford's going to take it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
53's a mark. 53. Check 53.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
It's wrong. 3. 218. Chop. Hey, exit. 2.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
22. Hey, Haywood. Stay 50, stay 50. 6-6, pull it high.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Stafford throws complete to Galladay. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
32. Hey, Charlie.
From the 29, Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants 16. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The outlaw and alpha. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert, 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Stafford underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Trevathan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Check. Hey. 55, come on, 55. Squeeze, up. Five. Check, 55.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check 52. He's coming. Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the safety creep. Check 50. 10. Middle.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jarrett Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. On second down now, Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there, 9 yards, but it still leaves them with work to do on third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Lions holding onto the football. They also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Omaha, ready, move. Zebra, General West.
Cut.
Stafford on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
21.
They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Hey, exit. 55.
Now Stafford. They complete it to Hill. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Easy. 10.
Reset. Check. 55 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Watch the run.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And all Open way in. Touchdown, New York. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score. So they get the score still down, but bottom line is they kept themselves in the game.
They did keep hope alive, Brandon. That's exactly what they did. Now they've got to deliver and finish the game.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
50-50. Hurry! Hey, echo. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Now it's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 48 the mic. Check 48 the mic.
Ready?
2nd and 14. That's complete to Slayton. The 30. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, 88 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, he gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
That's what I'm talking about. Set all day, man. Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Back to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Hey, that's scared, that's scared. Check, 53 is Mike, check, 53 is Mike.
Buzz. Go.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Hurry! 32! Check back, check back.
Watch
10, 10.
Now it's Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
53. Ready.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darquez Denard. He will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.